Welcome back to Bareback Garage. This episode, I talk about me doing nothing for the last month or so, I guess. Probably. I don't know.
Bareback Garage.
I'm just going to find somewhere to put this camera. Might be easier. Well, it's been about a month, I suppose, since I posted last. I think it was getting the XE ready for a drag trip. And well, that went pretty good for what I was expecting, I suppose. End up placing third in the DYO Group B overall, which I was pretty happy with that, especially for I haven't really tested the car or done anything, new diff gears and everything. It's all on Car Culture 190 SS if you want to see any footage from that. I think car ran a best of 850 something, might have been 851 or 850, something like that. At 87 or 88 mile an hour from memory. I can't really remember now, it's been a while. Aspirated, which seems to be okay for what the tune that was in the car and everything. I did throw a 70 shot of nitrous on it just to see how much of a difference that made, and the car ended up running 8.0. This is 8th mile times. Ran at 8.0 at the 8th mile, couldn't crack into the 7s. Little disappointed, but I was having fun just running back to back, pass after pass. So I did like 6 in a row or something, and it pretty much ran 8.0 every single time, like 8.0 to the 1, 8.0 to the 2. It was a very consistent car. But then about a week or so later, I think it was, took it down to High Torque, and Dallas put a tune in it for me. The original tune was done by a friend of mine, Ash. Thank you very much for doing that. It was just a bench tune. But we found there was some safeties in it, and inlet temps, if they went over, I think it was 45 degrees, it started pulling timing, which I noticed that at the track, because as it got hotter, I was losing like 2/10 quite easily, so I had to sort of watch my inlet temps. But did a first dyno run with the tune in it, with the tune that Ash put in it. We made 340 odd horsepower, I think, at the wheels. So pretty realistically good for a just an LS with a cam in it with and a bench tune. Can't be annoyed at that. We put all the safeties in just to see how much horsepower I was losing, and it made 313 or something with all the safeties in it. So it did pull a fair bit of horsepower out, which is what it is. No fault of Ash's or anything. You did a good job. It was just making it safe so I couldn't kill it. Now we just changed the safeties in it so inlet temps could run a little bit hotter, because once it got moving, the inlet temps dropped instantly. It was just while I was idling, I was losing that much horsepower off the line. Ended up making 360-ish at the wheels aspirated, and 600 newton meters of torque or something. But there was also 70 newton meters of torque gain just at under 2,000 RPM. So the car, it was very fuely down low, and just never idled properly and everything, because we had to end up drilling a hole in the throttle, the throttle plate, to make it idle properly, because it wasn't getting enough air through there. So we sorted that out. Well, Dale did. I didn't do shit. Got all that sorted out, and then wrap it off that. Then we thought bucket, let's just throw Big Boy Nitrous in, which, well, for me, Big Boy Nitrous was 125 shot, made 440 at the wheels, which didn't seem right, not for 125 shot. So we checked the bottle. The bottle was really cold, so he just started heating it up, and then put a 70 shot in it just to see what was going on, and it made 414 or 420, I don't know. It's all on Car Culture 190 SS YouTube channel. Yeah, made like low 400s with just a 70 shot. Like, oh, okay, so the nitrous is working, the car's responding. Put a 100 shot in it then just to see if it made much more. Made 430 and 800 newton meters at the wheels, which still probably a tad down for a 100 shot, but I bought the wrong nitrous fogger. I bought just like a 100 horsepower nitrous fogger kit, which had tiny little holes in it. Might not even be for 100 horsepower, who knows. I'm going to go replace that. But yeah, it's making all right power. Went out to Lakeside for one of the drag no prep things at Lakeside, so no burnout, nothing. I went in street tyre class, blown. I was quite surprised how well it went out there. I was running 8.1 the whole time, with first pretty useless, second was sort of spinning but getting traction the whole time, so you could sort of feel it skating, and but it was moving, so it's going pretty well for what I had in it. The only guy that ended up beating me was the guy that won it. He beat me in the semis, beat me by about a foot. He's got a big block supercharged nitrous hot rod thing with 265s on it. I'm running a little 225. And yeah, he was a bit surprised on how well it went, so shout out to him, whoever his name is, and he's a cool guy. He was a bit surprised on how well my Falcon went against him. But yeah, it took out everything else that was in my class. But yeah, it was sort of, I was pretty happy with that, and now I've got the bug, and I'll show you what's happening next. Because I've got the bug, I went and bought another nitrous kit. So this one, I've got a bottle warmer now, because that was one of our problems with I know was bottle pressure. I don't know what it was, but the bottle was getting cold pretty quickly at 100 shot. At Lakeside, I didn't have too much of a drama with that. I'll just put you down for a sec. It didn't make too much difference at Lakeside because I had kept the bottle out in the sun, so it was pretty good. But yeah, I bought this nitrous kit, got it for $400 with the bottle's full. So I believe it is. Yep, it's got gas in it. It's supposed to be full. But this one I'm only going to be running a standalone fuel system, so I might show you how I'm going to do that in an upcoming episode when I work out what I'm doing. But it's just a little 1 litre fuel tank, and just wiring the nitrous line. I'm just starting to get concerns that I've only got a -6 feed line to the nitrous and the engine. I don't want to be stealing more fuel out of the engine, if that makes sense, to take away from what the engine needs. And at 100 shot, we found it was safe, didn't affect anything, so I'll leave it at that. The 100 shot will be my base setup, and then this second kit's going to be another 50 horsepower. Just more for, I'm finding that once I'm moving and got traction, that's where the high horsepower cars are coming around me, and I'm hoping with the 50 shot will be just enough to get it moving. But yeah, so we'll get that in and to do a bit on that. Behind me, or not behind me, behind you guys, I got Adrian's VS Ute, just a V6 thing. Got to do a little bit of work to that, and then the V8 Patrol, I just washed that, so I'll start working that again. I just gave that a bit of a wash and a clean out, and there's the donor vehicle. I just basically doors, panels, steering, clutch lines, and a few bits and pieces out of that will go into the V8 Patrol, out of the dual cab into the V8 Patrol. And then Adrian's using that you just saw, or part of it. God, I've got hopeless. What else? Oh, that dual cab is something I've had for a long time. I've had 12 years and it's just full of rust. But the TD out of that's going into the Wasp Patrol, which I'll be building soon. Parted out a couple more patrols last month, had 2 more trial patrols I had to strip down and get rid of. So it's sort of given me some money again to buy the nitrous kit and do a few little bits and pieces. I've entered the Falcon into Grau Racing No Prep Day in the street tyre class. Yeah, I've seen some of the other cars competing. I might be in trouble. We'll see what happens. A bit of fun anyway. And tonight, while I'm recording this, I might be going out to Queensland Raceway to run the car down the quarter just to see what quarter mile pass does and 8th mile, because that's what I've been mainly racing is 8th mile. See what improvements have been since the tuned and not tuned car, because I think, I ran 8.0 with a 70 horsepower shot at Willowbank on street tyres, and I'm hoping with it tuned and the 100 shot, I don't know, I want the car to run 7.5s in the 8th just so I can run that bracket, because just why not. But I don't know, I think it probably won't do it. I just got to see what happens. But what else? Oh yeah, I want to see what runs down the quarter too. I'd like to see if aspirated, if the car run 11s aspirated, that's sort of the goal. The whole goal of the car was to run 11s aspirated, and then maybe crack a 10 with the nitrous if I'm lucky. I reckon if I see very low 12s and a very low 11, I'll be stoked. I'll be happy. I'll be stoked if obviously I can crack the numbers, but I'm still running a 4L60E that I don't know anything about. No trans brake. I'm just off the foot brake, can't stall it up. Actually, I might be able to now, I don't know. With all this extra torque and it not so rich down low, it might come up on the converter a bit, but I'll find that out maybe tonight. But the weather's not looking too good, but we'll see what happens there. And while this V8 patrol's getting done next, I'll be bringing the new project in, because now I've got the bug to go drag racing. I've had a car tucked away for a long time. I've been just contemplating what to do with it. I wanted a track car. Wanted a track car to do like time attack stuff, but I brain doesn't work, and this driving thing, I'm not real good at it. So I figured straight line, I can sort of keep a car straight-ish. I'll just continue doing like no prep stuff, and I might build it for no prep and drag racing and all that sort of just drag racing events. So everything's changed. I've finally got a direction of the car, so I feel comfortable to start building it. It's nothing flash. It's going to be built on a tight budget, as everything I do is on a very tight budget of me not working and just making a bit of money on the side, selling patrol parts. But yeah, it's a little bit different. It's not the usual drag car build. Goals at first is I just want to run a 10. I don't care if it's not super fast. I just want the thing to run 10s, so I can learn to drive, and then go from there. But we'll see how money goes, because obviously once you go 10.5, you got to have half cage and harnesses, which I've got half cage and harnesses, so I could probably get away with running a 10.0. But any quicker than a 10.0, I've got to go full cage, and all the gets expensive. So I'll just see how that goes. But yeah, I probably need to do it though, because you start moving pretty fast, and for safety, my brother has crashed a car and written one off at Willowbank, so it's sort of safety is pretty important. He was lucky he didn't get hurt at all, but and then he just lost that was his. Yeah, he had a Cortina with a 347 Windsor in it, and lost an engine right on the finish line, and put it into the wall at 120-ish mile an hour. So pretty lucky that he, as I said, he walked away from it, but the car was a write-off and lost an engine, so it was gone. And his latest car that he's got, which if you see Car Culture 190 SS videos that I always refer you to, he's got the VB LS1 Turbo. He just blew an engine up Friday night, Friday just gone, right across the finish line again. This time it just puked oil in the engine bay and didn't just throw it under the tyres, so he was very lucky. So it sort of makes you think about safety a bit more when that's 2 cars he's done now, and it's getting scary. Especially, I was 130 mile an hour this time it let go. But yeah, well, hopefully you've sat through this and listened to me crap on, and haven't been doing many videos lately, but the reason why is been having too much fun racing and cleaning up, just trying to get shed stuff done, or get rid of cars so I've got more room to build projects and some money. But yeah, I'll just hopefully I'll start recording a bit more. As I said, I've been slack doing that. But I don't think anyone wants to watch me pulling the patrols apart over and 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 over again, because that's all I do. But yeah, we'll see how tonight goes if the weather holds out. If not, I might go to, there's a no prep event at Warwick tonight, this weekend. So Jungabunga Cash Days or something, I don't know what it's called, but Jungabunga, something at Warwick. If tonight's not on, I might go up there and race that. And I might throw this other nitrous kit on. I just don't know if I've got the money to do it at the moment. I think all I need is a fuel reg and a couple of nitrous lines, but it's only a couple of days away, and I don't know if I want to run around doing that. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I doubt I will. I still might race up there, but I doubt I'll put this other nitrous bottle in. The other nitrous kit. But yeah, that's about it, I guess. Thanks to the people that actually watch this. Seeing that there's not many, but I'm grateful that you do watch it. Just seeing some old dickhead plod around his shed doing nothing. Sort of doing nothing. But yeah, I'll finish this one up here, and hopefully the next one I'll be doing some actual work on it. Thanks for watching.
Do 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 do. Bad Back Garage.